Welcome back to Miami and welcome back to Daily Iowan Football Forum. I'm Rob Miller alongside Brendan Stiles and a special guest today. KRUI Sports Director Jordan Loperena is joining us. And guys, the Iowa offense took the podium today alongside the Georgia Tech defense. That's the less public matchup in this game coming up on January 5th. However, it's a 54th ranked defense for Georgia Tech and the 93rd ranked offense in the country for Iowa. So understandably less talked about. However, I mean that's going to be the key to the game, whether Iowa's offense can hang on to the points that Georgia Tech's offense is going to score.
Yeah, and one observation I made when hearing from some of the Georgia Tech people today, their defensive coordinator talked about how they made a switch. They initially were a team that would have 8 men in the box on the defensive side of the ball, and they ended up evolving into a 4-3 as the season progressed. So now they have 7 guys that they're going to try and stop Robinson and Wager with on Tuesday in the Orange Bowl. It's going to be interesting to see, if they ever evolve into another defensive formation, like as the game goes along in terms of making adjustments.
And they also talked about the Iowa offensive line handling the freak, Mr. Derek Morgan. He's a top 10 pick this coming NFL draft, according to Mel Kiper. It'll be interesting to see how the young offensive line for Iowa can handle his presence.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob. A lot of what the defensive players on Georgia Tech were saying, at least those on the line, were how physical the Iowa offensive line is, and just how well they play their position. A lot of both the Georgia Tech squads, offense and defense, that was the one thing they kept referring to, was the discipline of the players at their positions. And the Iowa players, they really just seem more or less anxious. They kind of seem like they're tired of all this hype. They just want to go out there and play.
Well, you get the New Year's Day and they're in the Fontainebleau Hotel with all the celebrities, and I think you would be anxious to sort of get rid of the distractions at this point. It was a Saturday practice on Saturday, but they treated it as a Tuesday, or as a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Sunday will be treated as a Thursday, their last practice in preparation for Tuesday's Orange Bowl. Yeah, try and stick with us here. Even the papers down here called their Saturday paper the Sunday paper. Coach Ferentz talked about that. So it's a little nuts. But more from Saturday. The team went out to the Baptist Children's Hospital in Miami, Florida. 6 players along with Coach Kirk Ferentz. They met with a lot of the children. It was great to see a lot of smiles on faces, both with players and on the patients, and it was great to see that. I know they do a lot of that at the Children's Hospital in Iowa City, but they continued that trend down here in Miami, and it was really good to see. It brightened up the rooms of a lot of kids who were having a tough time. So making some time to reach out to some kids in need as well while they're down here. That is all for Saturday. I'm Rob Miller. He's Brendan Stiles. He's Jordan Loperena. Thanks for joining me, bud, and we will see you back here tomorrow.